Okay, let me share again. Now I think recording started, and I think you can see the board also, isn't it? The board you can see now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so commutator pitch is the distance between two commutator segments to which through two coil ends are connected, two consecutive coils are connected. Is that okay?
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা বুঝেছি। হ্যাঁ, বুঝেছি। ঠিক আছে।
Two consecutive coils are connected. Okay, so like this, these are the coil numbers like this, one and two. So this is one coil and this is one coil. So one coil is uh, ended with started, one coil is ended with two, and for this case from that commutator segment itself another coil is started. So that means coil 2 is started from commutator segment 2 and coil 1 is started from commutator segment 1. So therefore here the commutator pitch is yc is 2 minus 1. So that is measured in terms of commutator segment, that only you have to remember. This is not measured in terms of coil size, because coil sides are used for other three terms, that is the winding pitch, back pitch and front pitch, and commutator pitch is measured in terms of commutator segments. Okay, and I also told you that this type of winding is called the progressive winding, where the commutator pitch becomes positive, that is plus 1. The in the case of retrogressive winding where the lapping is done in a backward direction, so there the commutator pitch becomes negative and also the winding pitch. So winding pitch becomes -2 and commutator pitch becomes -1. That is in case of retrogressive winding. So in the last class I discussed only the progressive winding. So there are retrogressive winding. For that we have winding pitch y, capital Y, which is equals to -2, and yc, that is the commutator pitch, equals to -1. Okay, and if you want to visualize what kind of winding it is, then we can say that. Okay, so let's start with this. Suppose this is your commutator segments 1, 2, 3. So these are the commutator segments 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now what you have to we have to start with 1. So that is the front side, and let me draw the bottom coil sides with dotted one. Okay, so this is in this way. Just a minute. this is the coil number 1 and this is the coil number 2. Okay, so this is in this way these windings are wound. So that means suppose there are 24 commutators, so then it will have this 24 like this. If there are 24 commutator segments, the last commutator segment will be connected with the back coil side or the bottom coil sides of coil 1. So in this way we get this for here YC. You can see that YC, how you can calculate the YC, because suppose if we take this one coil 1 and 2, so coil 1 is okay, so coil 1 is ended at 24 and that is at 1. Can we define this? How much commutator pitch you are getting now? Are we getting 1, -1 or +1? Anybody?
Yes, sir, -1.
How?
If we consider the coil 2, then the one coil side is connected to the starting coil side is connected to commutator segment 2, and the ending side is connected to commutator segment 1. So we find that commutator pitch is 1 - 2, that is -1.
Okay, then we have to change our definition a little bit, because as per the definition, you see the commutator pitch. What is the commutator pitch? The distance between two commutator segments to which two ends of a coil is connected. Oh, correct. Two ends of a coil is connected. Then the definition is perfectly okay. So two ends of a coil. So that means we have to take only one coil. Like as you said that here I have to consider the coil number 2. Okay, so coil 2. So one end is connected, the top end is connected with 2 and the bottom end is connected with 1. So that means the end minus the start, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think you have understood now. So as per the definition, so YC is -1 here. And what is the back pitch, front pitch, and winding pitch? If I take the similar type of configuration as I given earlier, so that means if this is 1, sorry, if this is 1, then oh, that is for your this thing, no? This is the coil 1 and this is coil 3. Now this will be, what was the thing last day? That is 12, isn't it? It was 12 or anything else? 12,
Yes, sir,
12,
12 was there.
12 and 24. Sorry, 12 and 14. So 1, 3, 12, 14. Can I write like this now? Uh, then what will be the back pitch and what will be the front pitch?
back pitch will be 11, front pitch will be 13.
Can you explain?
Sir, if we consider coil number 1, then the difference between the bottom coil side, top coil side and the bottom coil side is obviously 11. So
So
back pitch is 11.
let me write this. So 12 minus 1, you are saying,
Minus
huh? That is the back pitch, no? Now what is
Yes,
front
sir.
pitch then?
Front pitch is the difference between the coil sides which are connected to same commutator segment. So if we consider the two coil sides connected to segment 1, then we
Uh.
find this is 1, these are 1 and 14. So front pitch will be 14 minus 1, that is 13.
You are considering this commutator segment? The blue one and the green
Yes, sir.
one? Okay. So what are the coil sides connected to this? So as per the definition, that is the
1
front pitch.
and 14.
Okay, so same commutator segment. So
Yes, sir.
14 and 1. So it is 13. Now, so YC already we have calculated. So we have to calculate capital Y. So what is capital Y for the definition? YB minus,
YB minus YF.
YB
That
minus YF.
YF.
So that is 11 minus 13,
minus 2.
which is minus 2. So is it clear? Everyone?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the last day you told that this formula is applicable only for lap winding.
This Y equals to YB minus YF. This formula is applicable for lap winding. For wave winding, it will be plus. For
Okay,
capital
that
Y, that YB
means
and also that how you are calculating. Okay, so back pitching formula also we have used none in the last class, that 2C by P. We have used some
yes.
formula like that. That is also applicable for lap winding. Okay, some definitions are the definitions are same for the wave winding also, but the formulas are quite a small difference is there. Like this formula we have used for back pitch, like that. So there is a little difference. So that we'll see when we discuss the wave winding. Okay, so I think you have understood the definition and the examples for this progressive and retrogressive winding. So progressive windings are mostly used for lap winding. So today we'll discuss a problem, numerical problem or design problem, you can say. Okay, so let us write that. So you have to make a winding winding for DC machine having having 4/4 wave slot. Okay, and also 12 commutator segments. Okay, so the winding will be double layer winding obviously. can we start with this? A very basic problem. You have to start with the number of slots. So already it is given that 12 number of slots are there. Okay, and number of coils. Can you tell me what will be the number of coils here?
12.
Let me ask somebody else. Okay, so let me see who else can answer this. Shayok Akhtar, are you there? I think his mic is not working. So somebody else. Manjur Alim Midde. Manjur Alam Midde. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you explain that why here we have the 12 coils?
Sir, there will be 6 coils.
There will be 6 coils. Why?
Yes.
Why 6?
Sir, there are 12 commutator.
Hmm.
এখানে স্যার 12টা কমিউটেটর আছে, মানে একটা কয়েল ইকুয়ালস টু দুটো কমিউটেটর হবে তো।
হলো, কিন্তু আবার এরকম ভাবে যদি দেখো যে একটা কমিউটেটরে তো দুটো কয়েল এন্ড কানেক্টেড।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
একটা কমিউটেটর দুটো কয়েলের এন্ড কানেক্টেড। In one commutator segment,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ইয়েস স্যার।
so one finish and one start end is connected. How we can say it will be 6. Anybody else can answer?
Then it will be 12.
Sir, 12. Sir, 12. I can answer.
Raisha Chatterjee. Raisha Chatterjee. Somebody are not there in front of the device. So I will note down the names and make them absent. Abhijit Dash.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain why the number of coils will be 12?
Sir, পারবো না।
You're not attending my class?
স্যার আমার শরীর বিষয়
Okay. Ahan.
Yes, sir.
Ahan.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yes, sir, I can explain. The reason is each commutator has 2 coil connected, and one is the starting point of the coil, and another is the ending point of the coil.
Actually, you should not answer it
So-
that way, depending on the commutator segment. Based on the commutator segment, the coils are depend on how many slots are there. So there are 12 slots.
Sir, I
and
can explain.
it is a double layer winding, isn't it? So that means how many coil
Yes.
sides will be there?
24.
24 coil sides will be there. So,
Sorry.
so 24 coil sides can be housed in 12 slots. You can think in that way.
Yes.
So 12 slots, and each
Okay.
slot will have 2 house, top and bottom. So 2 coil sides you can housed in one slot. So that means how many total number of coil sides you can house in total slots? That is 24.
24.
Okay, so 24. So that means one coil has two coil sides.
Coil,
Okay, so
right.
24.
That means 48 is sorry, divided by 2. 24
Correct.
divided by 2, 12.
Correct.
12 coils.
So that means 12 coils. So as simple as that. Hmm. So number of coil sides. It's 24. That also will be required. Now, number of slots per pole. There are 4 poles. I think pole I have given in the problem. Okay, so 4 pole. So 4
Yes.
pole. So that means slots per pole equals to 3. Now you calculate the back pitch. You calculate the back pitch, I will ask you. Vishal Bormon. Vishal Bormon.
Yes, sir.
What will be the back pitch?
6.
Hmm?
6, sir. 6.
Can back pitch be an odd even number?
No, sir, it must be odd.
Then how you can say it's 6? Okay, so can you tell me that
Sir,
what is the possible?
will be 23.
Huh?
23.
23 key.
Sir, back pitch will be 5.
Sir, 7.
Okay, so
Seven.
it is coming around like this, na? 6 plus minus k. So k is the number which will make 6 odd. So either you can take 5 or you can take 7. So any number you can use. Either you can take 5 or you can take 7. Because if you huh? কি বলছো? ভয়েসটা ব্রেক করে যাচ্ছে, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না।
হ্যালো
জয়ত বলছিলে? তোমার মাইকে সমস্যা হচ্ছে।
হ্যালো স্যার
বলো।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
বলছি 5 বা 7 নিলে কোনো সমস্যা হবে না?
না, না, না,
মানে
যেকোনো একটা নেওয়া যাবে।
মানে যা থাকবে আমরা সবসময় বেশি।
না, না, বেশি নেওয়ার কোনো ব্যাপার নেই।
ওতে
এটা
কোনো মানে
কম নিলেও কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। বুঝতে পেরেছো? এবার মানে
ইয়েস ইয়েস
হয়তো এরকম হতে পারে যে 7 নিলে প্রোগ্রেসিভ, 5 নিলে রেট্রোগ্রেসিভ বাইন্ডিং। এটা হতে পারে। That we can see, but we'll take 7 for this case and we'll get the progressive binding. So let us see. So take YB equals to 7. Now, just a minute. Sir. না, 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 আমি শুনছি। Okay, so let us start with YB7, and why you know that Y will be for progressive binding, Y will be 2. So that means YF. What is YF? It is 7 minus 2. That is 5. Isn't it? I think it's clear. So let us make the winding table. So in the winding table, mostly we write the coil side numbers.
স্যার বলছি এখানে রিগ্রেসিভ বাইন্ডিং কত হতে পারে y = -2?
হুম, হ্যাঁ হতে পারে, তাহলে ওটা
এখানে
চেঞ্জ হবে। তাহলে ওটা চেঞ্জ হবে। ওটা -1 হলে ওটা অ্যাকর্ডিংলি ওটা চেঞ্জ হবে না। যেটা দেখে না তাহলে YF কত হবে। যদি রেট্রোগ্রেসিভ বাইন্ডিং হয় সেটা অন্যরকম হবে। So that means if we have the first coil side of the first coil going through slot 1, coil side 1, so the next, so that means the bottom portion of that coil will pass through which coil side?
Eight.
Let me ask somebody else. Oshmita Mukherjee. Oshmita Mukherjee. Oshmita is absent. Okay, then Rishabh Mahajan. Rishabh Mahajan. Doipayan Pal.
হ্যাঁ স্যার বলুন।
Okay, so
স্যার প্রশ্নটা রিপিট করবেন, আমি ঠিক করে শুনিনি।
So I'm just saying that suppose I am starting the coil designing, winding design. So the first coil side of the first coil, or the top coil sides of the first coil, is passed through the coil side 1, coil side position 1, মানে 1 নম্বর ঘর দিয়ে গেছে। From which coil side position it will return back? The first coil will return back, or the bottom coil sides of the first coil will pass through which coil size position? বুঝতে পারছেন আমি কি বলছি? ধরো এই একটা কয়েল সাইড এখান থেকে
বুঝতে পেরেছি।
এই যে এখান দিয়ে গেল একটা, suppose this is the top coil side, so it will return back to some other coil sides. I am asking this one, this one.
আচ্ছা,
Then the next coil will start with the same. Everybody will think. Okay, so somebody's writing the correct options.
স্যার ব্যাক পিচ তো 7, তাহলে 1 + 7 হবে না 8, সেরকম করে হবে কি?
So you should answer that. You should not ask me.
আচ্ছা শুন,
Okay, so you are saying that it will be 8.
আমি পুরোপুরি শিওর না, ওই জন্য আর কি জিজ্ঞেস করছি।
Okay, so
হ্যাঁ 1 + 7 বিকজ ব্যাক পিচ ইজ 7।
so it will be 8. Correct. Now next coil will start.
আমি মিউট করব কি আবার?
Mute করবো। Next coil will start. And then which coil sides will come next? Monica Bishwas.
3.
Monica Bishwas.
Yes, sir.
What is the next coil side? I should write in the winding table. Next coil side will be the top coil sides of the coil number 2. So this I have written, whatever I have written, that is the coil side. Coil 1 is complete, 1 and 8. That means coil 1 will, so coil 1 will go through the coil size 1 and it will return back to 8. So that is over.
8.
Now I am asking this one. This one. That means the next coil, coil number 2, what will be the coil side number? The top coil size number will be what?
So 1 and 8 and 2.
Huh?
7.
Why? Why it is 7?
Sir,
So this is the
The
whole coil,
front-
isn't it? This is the whole coil. Okay. So the next coil will start. So between two coils, what is the difference? Difference is winding pitch. Okay. So 1, 2 plus y. Right? Plus y means plus 2. So it will be 3. So
2, sorry, 3.
it is back pitch. This to this
Yeah.
is back pitch.
And this is front pitch.
Okay, you just tell me then what will be the next? After 3, what will be the coil size?
10.
10. Then again plus YB. Now you have understood?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now the next. Again, should I ask somebody else? Oshima Parveen. Oshima Parveen.
Amisha.
Amisha. Acha. Amisha Parveen.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the next two coil size?
5 and 5 plus 7, 12.
12. Correct. Mute yourself. Next. So you just complete now. 7, 14. Okay. Next A9, 16, 11, 18, then 13, 13 plus 7, 20, 15, 15 plus 7, 22, 17, 17 plus 7, 24. Okay. Let me ask somebody else. Rooplekha Rai.
Yes, sir.
What will be the next coil side?
19 and 2.
Can you explain?
Because 17 plus 2 is 19, and 19 plus 7 will be 26, but there aren't 26 coil sides, so it will go to 2.
Have you checked whether 2 is occupied or not? So here
2 is not occupied.
So 2 is not occupied. So that means we can use 2. Correct. Mute yourself. So after 2, obviously, after 19, obviously you will have 21. Again 21 plus 7, which is 28, but 28 is not there. So 4. So 4 have not been occupied. So 4 you can use 4. Then after 4, after 21, you have 23. That is winding pitch. And then 30, but 30 is not there. So you can use 6. So after 6, 6 will be connected to which coil side? 6 will be connected to 1 again. So this is how winding table is made. Is it clear? Just check it whether you have understood. So every time after one coil is complete, so this is one coil. So this is one coil. This is one coil. This is one coil. Okay. So between two coils, there is a difference of plus Y. And between two coil sides of a same coil, there is a difference of back pitch YB. That you should remember. Between two coil sides of a same coil, of a similar coil, you have difference of YB. And between two different coils itself, the difference is capital Y. That is the winding pitch. So winding pitch means difference between two winding in terms of coil size. Okay. Is it clear? Now, next point or next thing what you have to do, that you have to draw this in a this same lap winding in a radial form. Radial form means, so let me draw something so that you can understand, and I will give you this as a home task. And you have to complete this. Suppose you have a north pole, okay, and I don't know whether I can draw in this particular board or not, but I will try. But you have to draw this in a practice paper and show me in the next class. Practice paper are similar to the drawing sheet. So it will be basically a 4-pole machine, as I told you. So this is another pole. This is another pole. So these two are the south poles, and these two are the north poles. Now, how many slots are there? There are 12 slots. So I can draw a slot here. So 2-3 slots I will, or 3-4 slots I will draw today. You have to complete this. Like this. So it's not possible to, it's very difficult to draw in this type of board which I am using for this whiteboard. So therefore I'm facing the problem. Now, as you know that there will be 2 coil sides. So one is top, another is bottom. So this is the top coil sides. These are the top coil sides, and these are the bottom coil sides. Okay, and if we number the slots, don't number the slots. Better you number the coil sides. So this is coil side number 1, and this is coil side number 2. This is coil side number 3, and this is coil side number 4. This is 5, and this is 6. This is 7, and this is 8. Some chats I am getting. Let me check. না drawing এর মতোই প্রায় করতে হবে বলতে গেলে, as you are using drawing sheets, so you have to make it like a drawing, but not exactly to the scale you can select, you can choose, not exactly to the scale, but neat drawing using the pencil and circle master, etc., compass, etc. Okay, so the point is here that again another thing you have to draw here, not only the slots, you have to also draw the commutator. One, two. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, and this will come 12, 11, like this. This is how you have to complete this. Now, as per the drawing, as per the this coil that we have winding table you have drawn, you have made. So the first coil will start with commutator segment 1 and coil side 1. So that means, let me draw the first coil. So it will pass through this, then it will return back. It will return back from 8. Okay. Then 2. Then from 2 another coil will start. It will pass through coil sides number 3. And then it will return back to 3. Are you getting? বুঝতে পারছো কিভাবে ড্রয়িংটা করতে হবে? So the top coil sides you have to draw with the bold lines, and the bottom coil sides you have to draw with a dotted line. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now one more thing you have to incorporate here, that is the current direction. Okay, so what is the current direction? How the current directions are determined? Now the current direction is determined from the direction of rotation. Coil lines can be freehand. Coil lines can be freehand. But it should be parallel, not like me. Because for me it is difficult to draw, so therefore I am drawing like this. Okay. Now the coil, the current direction you have to consider here, because otherwise you cannot place the brush position. So suppose if I am placing one brush over here, I have to locate other 3 brushes, because if there are 4 number of holes, if P equals to 4 for lap, there will be 4 brushes. So that, and the 4 brushes you have to place. Placed proper commutator segment. That you should remember. So you have to show the location or the position of the brush on the commutator segment also. So for that you should know the direction of the current, otherwise it is not possible for you to place the brush. Okay, now the current is determined by the direction of rotation and the type of operation. So these 2 things will determine the current direction. So the direction of rotation, let me take, it is rotating in a clockwise direction. Now, so that is one assumption. The next assumption should be what type of operation it is giving. That means whether it is a motor or generator. So let me take, this is the motor. Let me take, it's a DC motor. Okay. Now, if we want to calculate, if we want to determine the direction of the current, so we have to use the left hand rule. Okay. Can you tell me what will be the direction of the current, whether it will be dot or cross in this winding, in this coil sides I have drawn? That means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. in these coil sides, what will be the current direction, whether it will be dot or cross? You have to use the left hand rule for this. Pushpal Tarobdar. Pushpal Tarobdar.
Hello,
Can you tell me?
sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What will
Sir, I think it would be dot.
Why? Have you used the left hand rule?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are saying the dot.
Yes, sir.
Have you checked it? So all these will be dot 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6.
Sir,
There is top, bottom.
No. Only the one. No. I think it's confusing.
Okay.
The blue ones will be 2, 4, 6, 8 might be cross, and 1, 3, 5, 7 would be dot. I think.
Okay. Auditro.
Sir, can I mute?
You can mute. Auditro, are you there? You haven't written your surname. Orkoprobo Nandi.
Yes, sir.
Orkoprobo Nandi. Can you answer this?
Yes, sir. So, sir, I think 1, 3, and 5 will be dot, and after that, 7, 9, and 11 will be cross.
What about the 2, 4, 6?
2, 4, 6, sir. Sir, just a minute. Sir, I think they will be cross, sir.
Why? Why? Why they will be cross?
No, sir. They will be dot, sir. They will be dot.
Why?
Along the north side, all will be dot, sir. Sir, because of the left-hand rule, sir. Fleming's left-hand rule.
So that means here you have the field in the bottom direction. You need the torque in this direction. Okay, so this is your magnetic field. And this is your torque. You need torque in this direction. Okay. Now in which direction the current should flow? So that is the question that I have asked. That means where will your in which direction will be your middle finger? That you check. Okay, so this is T means TH. That means your thumb. Okay. And F means I. That means the index finger. Now you see your middle finger. Is it dot or cross? It is towards you or away from you?
Sir, towards me, sir.
So towards you. That means it will be dot. Now, if one is dot and another is cross, then net torque will be 0. Isn't it as simple as that? If one set is giving a right hand torque, another set is giving left hand torque, so net torque will be 0, motor will not rotate. As simple as that. Again, if we apply the same thing for this south pole, we'll get cross here. So all the three. So that means already I have told you that coils, the slots per pole is 3. So that means under north pole you have 3 slots. Under south pole you will have 3 slots. Under another north pole you will have 3 slots. Another south pole you will have 3 slots. So that means it will change. And when this motor will rotate, when this will change, okay, then whatever the coil or coil sides will come under the north pole will be induced with the dot current. It should be induced with the dot current, otherwise the torque will not be constant. To have a constant torque, whatever the coil side, whatever the slot, whatever the conductor, whatever the coil is coming under the north pole should be induced with the dot current to get a steady torque. And whatever the conductor or whatever the coil size, whatever the coil is coming under the south pole should have cross current to have a constant rotation as a motor in the clockwise direction. So my constraint is it should run as a motor in clockwise direction. To get this, so this is the criteria. Under north pole you should have dot, under the south pole you should have cross. Have you understood this point? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will stop the class today here, and this is your home assignment.
Sir, I have a question.
Bolo, Pushpal.
Yes, sir.
Bolo.
So Pushpal Banerjee, sir.
Pushpal Banerjee, bolo.
স্যার বলছি যে এই যে আমরা ডিরেকশন গুলো বার করলাম ডট ক্রসটা, ওটা তো প্লেনলি ফ্লেমিংস লেফট হ্যান্ড রুল দিয়ে বার করলাম। তো এটা যদি মোটর না হয় জেনারেটর, আমরা যে স্যার ডট আর ক্রসটা বার করলাম ওটা তো ফ্লেমিংস লেফট হ্যান্ড মানে ওইটুকু ইউজ করলাম শুধু, আর তো কিছু ইউজ করিনি। তো এটা যদি মোটর না হয় জেনারেটর হতো তাহলে ডিফারেন্সটা কোথায়?
ডিফারেন্সটা কারেন্ট ডিরেকশন চেঞ্জ হয়ে যেত। কারেন্ট ডিরেকশন চেঞ্জ হয়ে যেত। মানে তুমি যদি চাইছো যে এদিকে জেনারেটর হবে, if you want, that means what you are changing the type only, মেশিন টাইপটা চেঞ্জ করছো, ডিরেকশনটা সেম রাখছো, তাই না? What you want the different type of operation. You are if keeping the direction same, then you have to change the dot to cross, মানে ডটের জায়গায় ক্রস হয়ে যাবে। এবার যদি দুটোই চেঞ্জ করো, suppose you want generator in opposite direction, then these two will be exactly same. So motor as a motor in clockwise direction and as a generator in anti-clockwise direction will give you the current direction same. বুঝতে পেরেছো? কেননা তোমার দুটো হাত চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। বুঝতে পেরেছো? সেই জন্য এটা সেম থাকবে। বলো আর কেউ কি?
জেনারেটরের ক্ষেত্রে রাইট হ্যান্ড দিয়ে বার করছে, মোটরের ক্ষেত্রে লেফট হ্যান্ড দিয়ে বার করছে। তো জীবনে ওকে, মানে জেনারেটরটা আমরা লেফট হ্যান্ড রুল দিয়ে বার করতে পারবো না।
না, একদম না। সেটাই তো আমাদের ক্লাস 7-8 স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে পড়ানো হয়। So that is very powerful. I at the very first day's class in that machine, so I told you that don't forget these two rules. It's very powerful thing. Many times you will apply this. Okay.
স্যার বলছি যে আগের দিন আপনি একটা ভিডিও দেখিয়েছিলেন যেখানে সমস্ত ইনসুলেশন প্রসেস বা ওই হিটিং প্রসেস হয়ে যাওয়ার পর যে মেশিনটা ছিল ওটাকে ভার্নিশ ট্যাঙ্কে ডিপ করা হয়েছিল, এটার রিজন কি? মানে ভার্নিশে ওরকম
varnish is a kind of insulation. Varnish is a kind of insulation.
ওকে,
হ্যাঁ, সেই ইনসুলেশনটা দিতে হয়।
আচ্ছা।
এবং ইনসুলেশনটা প্রপারলি ওটাকে কিওর করতে হয়, মানে কিওর করা মানে হচ্ছে ড্রাই করতে হয়। হুম, বুঝতে পেরেছো? ভার্নিশ, so in most of the cases varnish is used for insulation. যে কোনো তোমার কপারের উপরেও ভার্নিশের লেয়ার থাকে। ভার্নিশটা হচ্ছে ইনসুলেশন। যখন কোনো নতুন জিনিস ইলেকট্রনিক জিনিস আমরা কিনি, তখন দেখবে ফার্স্ট টাইম অপারেশনের সময় একটা মানে বার্নিং স্মেল আসে। হ্যাঁ? বা
হ্যাঁ
যদি তুমি মানে একদম ব্র্যান্ড নিউ যদি অনেক সময় কোনো জিনিস কেনার পরে দেখবে একটা স্মেল আসে। সেটা হচ্ছে ওই যে ফার্স্ট টাইম তুমি ইউজ করছো বলে ডিভাইসটা তো হিটেড আপ হচ্ছে। তো ভার্নিশটা তখন কিছুটা পুড়ে যায়। ওকে, সো ওইটাই হচ্ছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ভার্নিশ পোড়া গন্ধ। যেটাকে
আচ্ছা
আমরা অনেক সময় বলি না এই যে হাই ভোল্টেজে মনে হয় ডিভাইসটা নষ্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। ওই যে একটা গন্ধ বেরোয় দ্যাট ইজ দ্য মানে ভার্নিশ বার্নিং স্মেল। So that is basically insulation. And
ওকে
insulations are
থ্যাংক ইউ
damaged
স্যার
in high voltages. ভোল্টেজটা যদি খুব হাই হয়ে যায় তখন ওই ভার্নিশটা বার্ন করে যায়। So varnish is very important in insulation. Most of the devices we use the varnish. So anything else?
ওকে স্যার থ্যাংক ইউ
Sir,
হুম বলো।
sir, this number 3, which is number of slot, which is number of slot divided by number of pole. Could you explain just how it is related to coil span? Because 3 is basically the number of slots which is particularly facing for one pole. So could you just explain how it is related to coil span?
Which one?
Just 3 number. Number of slot divided by number of pole. Basically coil span for full pitch coil span
Okay,
equals
so
to 3.
coil
It should be
span.
equals to 3.
Okay, so coil span is measured not in terms of coil size. Okay, so coil span can be measured in terms of you can say number of slots. Okay, or in terms of
Per pole.
no, not per pole. Coil side. You are asking coil span, na?
Okay. Okay.
So here you can say the coil span
Yes, sir.
is three slots. So 1, 2, 3. So after 3 slots, it is returning back. Okay, or in terms of millimeter or centimeter
Okay.
length, in the arc length,
Oh, peripheral length.
peripheral length.
Yeah.
That also used for this coil span measurement. Okay, so back pitch and coil span has some similarity, but their units are different. Back pitch is always measured in terms of coil sides. Okay, difference between two coil sides of top coil sides and bottom coil sides. And coil span also the similar thing, but not measured in terms of coil size. Okay.
Okay, I mean this 3 has nothing to do with coil span.
No, 3 is a coil side.
This 3
These
because
are
number of
slots
slot
per
divided
pole.
by number of poles.
Slots per pole. That is another important
do understand.
feature. That is a slots per pole.
Yeah.
Now, when we'll go for this 3-phase armature winding, then we'll have the slots per pole per phase. There are 3 phases. Okay. So here it is only there is no phase because it's a DC machine. So it is slots per pole. So slots per pole is important to.
This 3 is the same.
Is always it
Yes,
will
sir.
always be same. For every at any instant,
This 3 is
any pole you will have 3. And at any instant under any pole you will have 3 coils, 3 slots or 6 coil sides, whatever you can say. 3 slots per pole. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So I'll stop the share and stop the recording also.